A king wanted to teach his people an important lesson. A lesson about obstacles, a lesson about problems, a lesson about how we respond when life puts something in our way. So one night, the king placed a huge boulder in the middle of the main road. Then he hid nearby to watch what would happen. This is the story of the boulder in the road, and it will change how you see every obstacle in your life. The next morning, the first person to encounter the boulder was a wealthy merchant. He was riding his horse, carrying goods to sell in the market. When he saw the boulder blocking the road, he stopped. He looked at it with disgust. "What fool left this boulder here?" he complained loudly. "This is outrageous. Someone should move this. The king should fix this road." But the merchant did not move the boulder himself. Instead, he rode his horse around it, through the dirt and bushes on the side of the road. His cart got stuck. His goods were damaged. His journey took twice as long, but still, he did not move the boulder. He just complained more. "This road is terrible. The king does not care about his people. Nothing works in this kingdom." The king watched from his hiding place. He said nothing. He just observed. The second person to encounter the boulder was a soldier. Strong, fit, capable. When the soldier saw the boulder, he stopped and stared. "This boulder is blocking the road," he said. "But I am on my way to training. I do not have time to deal with this. Someone else will move it. The road workers, the villagers. Someone will handle this." The soldier walked around the boulder and continued on his way. He was perfectly capable of moving it. He had the strength, he had the time, but he chose not to. It was not his problem, it was not his responsibility. Someone else would fix it. The king watched. He said nothing, he just observed. The third person to encounter the boulder was a farmer, old, tired, weak. He had been working in his fields all day. His back hurt. His hands were rough. He was exhausted. When he saw the boulder, he stopped and sighed. "This boulder is in the way," he said quietly. "But I am too old, too tired, too weak. I cannot move something this heavy. It is impossible for someone like me." The farmer looked at the boulder with defeat in his eyes. Then he slowly walked around it, his body aching, and continued home. He accepted the obstacle. He accepted his limitation. He did not even try. The king watched. He said nothing. He just observed. Throughout the day, more people came. A doctor, a teacher, a baker, a blacksmith, a mother with her children. Everyone encountered the boulder. Everyone complained about it. Everyone walked around it. Everyone blamed someone else. The king should fix this. The road workers are lazy. Why doesn't someone do something about this? But nobody did anything. They all just complained and walked around. As the sun began to set, a young peasant girl appeared on the road. Her name was Lily. She was poor, very poor. She wore old clothes. She had no shoes. She was walking home from working in the fields all day. She was tired, hungry, dirty. When Lily saw the boulder, she stopped, but she did not complain. She did not blame anyone. She did not immediately walk around it. Instead, she thought for a moment. Then she did something nobody else had done all day. She tried to move it. Lily put her hands on the boulder. She pushed. The boulder did not move. She pushed harder. Still nothing. She tried pushing from a different angle. Nothing. The boulder was massive, heavy, 10 times her size, but Lily did not give up. She looked around and found a strong stick. She used it as a lever. She dug the ground around the boulder to make it loose. She pushed and pulled for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Her hands were bleeding. Her muscles were screaming. Sweat poured down her face, but she kept trying. Finally, slowly, the boulder began to move. Inch by inch, Lily pushed with everything she had. The boulder rolled to the side of the road. The road was clear. After nearly an hour of struggle, the obstacle was removed. Lily stood there, breathing heavily, looking at the clear road. Then she noticed something. Where the boulder had been sitting, there was a small hole in the ground, and in that hole something was glinting in the evening light. Lily knelt down and reached into the hole. She pulled out a small wooden box. Inside the box was a bag of gold coins, more money than Lily had ever seen in her entire life, enough to change her life forever. And there was a note, written by the king. The note said, "This reward belongs to whoever removes the boulder from the road. The obstacle was a test. The gold is your reward. You did what everyone else refused to do. You solved a problem instead of complaining about it. You took action instead of waiting for someone else. You saw the obstacle as your opportunity. This gold is yours because you earned it." Lily's eyes filled with tears. She had been the poorest person on that road all day. She had been the weakest, the most tired, the most unlikely to move that boulder. But she had been the only one willing to try. And because of that, she became the richest. The king came out from his hiding place. Lily gasped and bowed. "Do not bow," the king said kindly. "You have earned the right to stand tall. You passed the test that everyone else failed. Do you know what you did differently?" Lily shook her head, still in shock. "Everyone else saw an obstacle," the king explained. "But you saw an opportunity. Everyone else saw a problem to avoid. You saw a problem to solve. Everyone else complained and blamed. You took action and responsibility. Everyone else walked around the boulder thinking, this is in my way. You removed the boulder thinking, I can clear the way." The king continued. "The wealthy merchant had resources, but he used them to go around the problem, not solve it. The soldier had strength, but he used it to avoid the problem, not face it. The old farmer had experience, but he used it to justify why he could not help. They all had something to offer, but they all chose to do nothing. But you, the king said, looking at Lily with respect, had the least of everything, least money, least strength, least reason to help, but you had the most important thing. You had the willingness to try. You had the courage to act. You had the wisdom to see that obstacles often hide opportunities. The king placed his hand on her shoulder. This gold will change your life. But remember the lesson. Every obstacle in your path is a test. Behind every boulder is a reward. But only those who move the boulder get the gold. Those who complain and walk around will never find what was hidden beneath. Lily took the gold. Her life transformed overnight. She was no longer poor, but more importantly, she learned a lesson she would carry forever. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Now, let me ask you something. What boulder is in your road right now? What obstacle are you facing? What problem are you dealing with? And more importantly, how are you responding to it? Are you like the merchant complaining about the boulder, blaming others? Why did this happen to me? This is not fair. Someone should fix this. But doing nothing yourself except going around it. Are you like the soldier, perfectly capable of solving the problem but thinking this is not my responsibility? Someone else will handle this. I have more important things to do, and walking away. Are you like the farmer, looking at the obstacle and deciding this is too hard? I cannot do this. I am not capable. It is impossible, and giving up before you even try? Or are you like Lily, seeing the boulder and thinking this is difficult? This will hurt, this will take time, but I am going to try. I am going to push. I am going to do what I can because maybe, just maybe, there is something valuable beneath this obstacle. Here is the truth most people miss. Behind every obstacle is an opportunity. Every problem you face is hiding a reward. Every difficulty in your path is a chance to grow, to earn, to become more. But you only get the reward if you move the boulder. You only find the gold if you do the work that others refuse to do. Think about it. The merchant lost time and damaged his goods going around the boulder. He paid a price for avoiding it. The soldier missed an opportunity to help and to be rewarded. The farmer accepted defeat without trying. They all lost something by avoiding the boulder, but Lily gained everything by facing it. Life is full of boulders, obstacles that block your path, problems that seem too big to handle, difficulties that make you want to complain, blame, or give up. But what if those boulders are tests? What if there is gold beneath them? What if the obstacle is actually the opportunity? Maybe you lost your job. That is a boulder. You can complain about it, you can blame the economy. You can feel like a victim, or you can see it as an opportunity, a chance to find something better, a push to learn new skills, a gift wrapped in pain. Maybe you failed at something important. That is a boulder. You can give up. You can say I am not capable. You can avoid trying again. Or you can see it as an opportunity, a lesson to learn, a weakness to strengthen, a character to build. Maybe someone betrayed you. That is a boulder. You can hold anger. You can seek revenge. You can close your heart forever. Or you can see it as an opportunity, a chance to forgive and grow, a lesson about who to trust, a path to stronger, more authentic relationships. Every boulder has gold beneath it. But only if you are willing to push. Only if you are willing to struggle. Only if you are willing to do what others refuse to do. The merchant, the soldier, the farmer, they all had their reasons to walk around. They all had their excuses, but excuses do not move boulders, and people who walk around obstacles never find the treasure. So today, right now, I want you to look at the boulder in your road. Really look at it. Stop complaining about it. Stop blaming others for it. Stop wishing it was not there. It is there. That is the reality. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to walk around it like everyone else? Or are you going to be like Lily? Are you going to push even when it hurts? Are you going to try even when you feel weak? Are you going to believe that maybe, just maybe, there is gold beneath this boulder? The king put that boulder there on purpose. Life puts boulders in your path on purpose. They are not accidents. They are not bad luck. They are tests, and behind every test is a reward. But only those who pass the test get the reward. Lily was the weakest person on that road, but she was the richest by sunset. Not because she was lucky, but because she was willing. Willing to try, willing to struggle, willing to do what nobody else would do. That willingness changed her life. That willingness moved the boulder. That willingness found the gold. So what will you do with your boulder? Will you complain? Will you walk around? Will you give up? Or will you push? The gold is waiting, but you have to move the boulder to find it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. This is your test. This is your opportunity. This is your boulder. What will you choose?